Okay, I'm setting a 5-minute timer and I'm going to give you some Pear Deck basics in 5 minutes. So first of all, you just need to have a Google slideshow open, and then you want to make sure and go to your add-ons and see if Pear Deck for Google Slides add-on is already installed. If it's not, you're going to go to Get Add-ons and add it. And then I can go ahead and click Open Pear Deck Add-on. Now, some of you may notice I have Pear Deck over here right on my toolbar. And the reason I have that is because I was told to go to the Chrome Web Store and download the Pear Deck Power Up. This is in addition to the Slides add-on, and this Pear Deck will ensure that videos, animations, and GIFs embedded in Pear Deck Slides play at full resolution. So you do want to do both. Make sure you have the add-on and the extension. Excuse me. And now I can either go to the add-on and start it, or I can just click on Pear Deck, and it's going to add my side toolbar here. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the 6 different types of questions that you can ask with Pear Deck. So my first question might be, how are you today? Ooh, good typing. How are you today? And that's just going to be a text response. So I click text response. It tells me it's adding that interactive question. And you can see there's a bar down here and it says students write your response. And then down below in the speaker notes, it gives a little bit of extra information. I can add another slide, and this one is going to be multiple choice. So what is your favorite candy bar? Now, on a choice response, you don't put the question choices on the slide. You go ahead and do multiple choice, and you go ahead and put your answer choices here. Now, I don't know if there is a way, I don't think there's a way to mark which is the right response, but you can add as many multiple choice options as you want. Again, adding interactive question. The number response would only allow them to answer as a number. The website is pretty cool. I loved the ability to go to websites like Google Earth. So find your house. I can just go ahead and say, okay, I want the kids to go to a website, and I'm going to go ahead and type in earth.google.com. And you can put any website there and you can see it's going to be linked. Now, depending on the website, sometimes the website will be embedded into your Google slide, which I love for especially elementary kids. It's not going to take them someplace else. But sometimes, and I think Google Earth is an example, that website will open in a separate tab. The drawing tools are pretty cool. And if I had a bunch of text on here, I could have kids underline or highlight. I can have them draw lines. Today, I'm just going to say, draw a picture of a snowman. And they will get drawing tools to go along with that. And I'll show you the student side here in just a minute. And then I also love the draggables. And I'm going to add one more slide. And if I had an image on here, so let's go ahead and get a blank slide. Let's go ahead and insert an image of Washington State. Here we go. Insert my image. The draggables, you can get really creative with how a draggable would work. So let me click the draggable option. And you can see it starts out with a red dot. And I can change the shape of my draggable. I have math equations or symbols that I can drag into a math equation. I've got numbers, I've got some icons, and I've also got punctuation. So I'm going to stick with a red dot. I'm going to then add another draggable, and this time I'm going to do a yellow triangle, and then I'm going to add one more, and this one is going to be, let's make it a blue square. I can change the size of my draggables. And students will have to drag these where I tell them to drag them. So I'm going to update the slide with that. And I'm going to add a text box up here that says drag the red circle to Moses Lake. Drag the yellow triangle to our capital city. And blah, blah, blah. I can tell them what to do with the blue square. So those are pretty cool. I can also add audio to my slide very easily. And you know what? My 5 minutes are up already. I'm going to keep going though, because that's what I'm going to do. Adding audio is super easy. The other thing I want you to play around with is a template library. So we have beginning of the lesson templates, during lesson, end of lesson, critical thinking and SEL slides, as well as some different subject area templates. So if I want to go into math, you can see this is a text slide. What mathematical question could we ask? What's nice about this, even if I add that slide into my slideshow, everything is editable. So if I didn't want a box, I could do a different shape. I can change the text. I can change anything I want there. Here's a number line. That's pretty cool. I like the idea of a number line with a draggable. This is an example of a drawing slide, but you can play around with all of those things. Check out the very cool templates that Pear Deck has. So when you're ready to start this lesson with students, you're just going to click the Start Lesson button. What's nice is, like many websites out there, they are going to work with both instructor paced, so kids have to stay on the same side you do, or you can do student paced, which is going to be for remote learning. What's also really great is you could start with instructor paced and do the first 3 or 4 or 5 slides together as a group. And then with a push of a button, you can turn it on to student paced and students can finish the lesson. So if I were going to go instructor paced right here, how are kids going to connect to their Pear Deck lesson? Well, they are going to have 3 options. You could either put the code in Google Classroom. That's what I would suggest. You can put a link to the slide presentation in a chat if you're on Zoom or whatever. Or you can have kids go to joinpd.com and they're going to give you a code. So you can see here, this is my teacher dashboard. I'm going to drag it to my other monitor. Let's see, close join code. And your teacher dashboard is going to be something that you are going to want to have on a different screen. But I think I just lost my slideshow presentation here. That is just your very quick basics for Pear Deck. I can't wait to show you more.